oscillations per second. Heart pumps the blood to the different body organs.
Both statements are in true. It is always true.
Hi Tswreis. I'm D.Girija. I'm studying 8th class. I'm from Jadcherla.
Hi Tswreis. I'm Pravina Swaro. I'm studying 8th class. I'm from Jadcherla, Mahabubnagar district.
Okay friends. Hi Pravina, how are you?
Hi Girija. I am fine, thank you.
Okay Pravina, may I know what are those paintings?
Don't you know Girija? These paintings are given by our teacher. Yesterday she conducted painting competition at our school.
Oh, painting competition. On which topic Pravina?
Can you guess the theme Girija by seeing these paintings?
Why not Pravina? Okay Pravina, let me try. Here, in this painting, I can see a forest area and tribal people depend on the forest for their needs. I think the theme is forest our life. Is it right Pravina?
No Girija, you are telling that it is forest. Yeah, you are correct. It is forest and tribal people depends on forest for food, shelter, etc. But it's not the theme Girija.
Okay Pravina, let me try again. Here, in this painting, I can see a big tree and small creatures like birds and insects are depending on the tree. I think the theme is, what could it be? Oh, I got it Pravina. I think the theme is tree habitat. Is it right?
Yeah, it is big tree and it is shelter for small creatures, small birds. But I am really sorry Girija, your observation is okay, but it's not the theme.
Okay Pravina, let me try again. Here, in this painting, again I can see a large area covered with trees and tribal people depend on the trees. I think the theme is forest and tribes. Is it right?
Yeah, one way it is correct. You are telling that it is forest. Yeah, it is forest and it is shelter for tribal people and tribal people collect forest products. One way it is correct, but it's not the theme. The theme must not be tree as habitat, forest our life and forest tribes. Come on Girija, guess the theme quickly.
Okay Pravina, here each and every painting has differences.
Differences, that means variety.
And I can see a range of differences in all paintings.
That means variability.
But Pravina, here in this painting I can find one similarity, that is all living thing has life.
Life means bio.
Okay, here life means bio and a range of differences means variety and variability. I think the theme is, oh Pravina, I got it. I think the theme is biodiversity. Is it right?
Yes Girija, you were 100% correct. It is biodiversity.
Okay friends, today we are going to discuss an interesting lesson, that is biodiversity and its conservation. What is that?
Biodiversity and its conservation.
See here friends, bio means life and diversity means a range of differences, and the variety and variability that we see in plants, animals and microorganisms are being different and often changing is known as biodiversity. And see the picture of biodiversity friends.
Okay friends, now let us see video about biodiversity.
Okay friends, in this video we are going to see the biodiversity. Biodiversity can be small, big, bold and beautiful. All the living things on the land, in the air and in the water, it means rivers, oceans, are the part of biodiversity. Okay friends.
Okay Girija, may I know what is the importance of biodiversity?
Why not, Pravina? Biodiversity has economic, ecological, recreational, cultural and scientific value, and biodiversity is the key for sustaining health, wealth, food, fuel, recreational and other services we depend on it.
Oh, so the varieties in living organisms and their variabilities are useful for us.
Yes.
Okay, Girija, where do we find these variations?
Pravina, we can find these variations in living organisms like plants, animals and microorganisms. There are three types of variations. There are variations in plants, variations in animals and variations in human beings.
Oh, okay, Girija. Can we find variations in different individuals of different groups or different individuals of same species?
Pravina, we can find variations in different individuals of different groups and also in different individuals of same species. Okay friends, see here. See this slide. Here we can find variation in monocot plant and that is one dicot plant. See the root system. In monocot it has fibrous root system, but whereas in dicot it has taproot system. And see the venation of the leaf. In monocot plant it has parallel venation and in dicot it has reticulate venation. And we can find differences in the shape, size, structure of the leaves, and we can find differences in the number of leaves.
Oh, okay. We find variations in plants. What about animals? In them also we find variations.
Why not, Pravina? In them also we can find variations. See here, see this slide. Here we can find two different types of animals, that is a tiger and that is a cow. In them we can find differences in the color of fur, nails, claws, hoof, etc. And we can find differences in the shape, size, structure of tail, horn, etc.
Oh, okay. We find variations in different individuals. What about same species? In them also we find variations.
Yes, Pravina, we can find variations in different individuals of same species in plants, animals and human beings also. Now let's see a video. See here. See here friends. Here in this video we can find different types of species, nearly 25 different types of species, and in them we can find variations. See here friends, as we can find variations in animals, and observe the video carefully and find similarities and differences. In them, in science, observation and questioning is more important friends. So, observe every individual of same species and find variations. We find no two individuals are similar and no two individuals are unique and no two individuals are identical. Even two identical things also we can find variations. Yes friends, and there is no mononymy or uniqueness in the shape, size, structure, even at micro level also. Okay friends, do you observing the video? Okay, right.
Okay, Girija. We find many similarities and few differences. Can we find variations in different individuals of same species in plants?
Why not, Pravina? See here. See this slide. In them we can find variations. They belong to different. They belong to same species, but even though they have different same root system, that is fibrous root system, but we can find differences in the number of rootlets, shape, size, structure of the rootlets. And see, Pravina, see the leaves. In them also we can find variations in the shape, size, structure of the leaves and number of leaves. And see here friends, see the flowers. Here, these flowers, they are chrysanthemum. They belong to same species, but we can find them in different colors. See here friends, in pink color, yellow color, white color, we find different types of chrysanthemums. See here, it means within the same species in flowers also we can find variations. Okay, now let's find similarities in paddy and wheat plants. See here, Paddy and wheat, they belong to same grass plants and both of them have same root system, that is fibrous root system, and they are in green color. Seeds are enclosed and they produce cereals. And see the seeds of rice and wheat plants. See, in them also we find variations. Yes or no? Yes. See the shape, size, structure of the seed and color of the seed. Yes friends, in them also we can find variations. And see the flowers, how they are attracting us with colorful petals. Yes friends, in flowers also we can find variations. And see the roots, they belong to same root system, that is fibrous root system, and we can find variations in them also friends. Observe those roots and find variations and note down in your notebooks.
Okay Girija, we find variations in plants. What about human beings? Can we find such type of variations in animals?
Yes Pravina, we can find such type of variations in human beings and animals also. Let's see a video. In that we can find variations in animals within the same species. See here. Here we are seeing the two cows and they belong to same species, and we can find variation in them. In the color, shape, size, structure, we can find variations.
Okay. Girija, we find variations in plants and animals. What about human beings? In human beings also we find variations.
Why not Pravina? Observe you and me. Are we similar? No. We can find differences in the height, color, texture of the skin, shape of the fingers, nails, toes are different from you and me. Yes or no?
Yes. Okay friends, see here. These two are cricket players. They belong to different countries. In them also we find variations in shape, hands, fingers, toes, nails and hair, etc.
Yes, and we can find differences in this picture also friends. Observe the faces and eyes, ears, nose. Note down the variations whatever you find and note down in your notebooks. Okay friends.
Okay Tswreis, we find variations in plants, animals, human beings and also in microorganisms. Girija, I have one doubt. Why these variations are formed?
Okay Pravina, these variations are formed because to withstand that environmental condition and to escape from high-low temperature, availability of food and water, presence and pressure and predators.
Oh, okay. How are these variations are formed?
Okay Pravina, see this slide. These variations are formed due to the presence of genes, and sexual reproduction and mutations leads to form variations in offspring in a population and species.
Oh, okay. How these variations are useful for us?
Okay, these variations are useful for us because the living things which are adapted to that environmental condition can survive better, and the living things that possess non-beneficial characters may get eliminated from the earth.
Okay friends, now let us see video.
Okay, here friends, in this video we are going to see a number of butterflies of the world. See how they are with colorful wings, and we can find variations in them also. See friends, how they are, and we can find variations on the designs of wings and shape, size, structure of the butterfly. Okay, and next, and friends, do you know how these variations are formed? These variations are formed due to the presence of genes. And see here, and friends, in every living organisms we find cell, and in that cell there are nucleus. In that nucleus we find chromosomes. Yes or no friends? Yes, we find chromosomes in them, and in that chromosomes, the chromosomes are made up of DNA. Do you know what is meant by DNA?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yes, and the DNA are made up of these genes. It means in the DNA we can find genes, due to the presence of genes only, the variations are formed. And not only due to the presence of genes and also due to the environmental condition, variations are formed in living organisms. Yes, friends. And do you know, friends, in two identical twins also, we can find variations by observing them carefully. If they live in different environmental condition, we can find some few variations in them. Yes or no, friends? Yes. And next. Okay, friends, now let us recall just now what we have learnt. See here, we know that there are three types of variations. They are variations in plants. See here, friends, see the tomatoes. See, we can find different types of tomatoes and we can find differences in the shape, size, structure of the tomatoes and color of the tomatoes. And see here, friends, see, here also we can find variations in tomatoes. Yes or no? Yes. Are they similar? No. We can find variations in them also. Yes or no, friends? Yes. And next, observe the flowers. Observe the leaves. In them also we can find variations. And the next one is variations in animals. What is the next one? As variations in animals. See here, see the two tigers. Are they similar here? Yes, you are right. No, they are different from each other in the color. And see the chickens and puppies and wings of butterflies. We can find differences in them also. And the third one is variations in human beings. See here, see the girls. See, we can find variation in the color, height and shape of the face, nose, ears, eyes, etc. We can find differences in them also. And see the cricket players and see this photo. Here also we can find variations. And friends, there is no mononymy or uniqueness in the shape, size, structure even at micro level also.
And biodiversity is important for us because it has many values like economic value, ecological value, recreational value and scientific value and cultural value. And biodiversity gives us oxygen, food, water and it avoids floods and it gives us stable climate. So biodiversity is important for us.
Yes, friends, and we can find variations in within the same species and within the different groups also we can find variations.
And sometimes due to environmental factors, in sudden change in gene order is known as mutation.
Okay friends. Okay, Pravina, do you know which bird is this?
Why not, Girija? I saw this bird in our House General Chap and Chalk newspaper.
Friends, see the slide. Yes, which bird is this? Okay, don't you know, Pravina, this is a sparrow.
Yes, Girija, I also know. My mother told me that in earlier, commonly we used to see sparrows everywhere, but now they are decreasing. Even crows, mynas, quails also in rare side. Girija, is it the reason for extinction of sparrow?
Pravina, not only sparrow and also some plants or animals which are restricted to a particular area, and some plants or animals which were more in number, they are decreasing now and some are vanishing from the earth.
Oh, may I know the living organisms which are going to be decreased day by day?
Why not, Pravina? Sparrow, it is decreasing day by day.
Oh, can you tell me the reasons for decline of sparrow?
Why not, Pravina? See the slide. Here, the reasons of sparrow decline is hawks and domestic cats are decreasing the population of sparrow by eating them. And there is a lot of competition for food with urban species. And also, and in farmlands, nowadays they are using chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Due to this also sparrows are decreasing day by day. And due to some diseases, and nowadays traffic is increasing and microwave pollution from mobile phone towers are also increasing. These are the reasons for the decline of sparrow.
Okay Girija, not only sparrow but also some animals like Guti tarantula from Nandyal and Great Indian bustard from Polanadu Bird Sanctuary. These two are most threatened species of Andhra Pradesh. See here friends, it is Great Indian bustard and it is Guti tarantula. The scientific name of Guti tarantula is Bio.Sci metallica. And some animals like lion, vulture and red fox, lories, single horn rhino, wildcat and spotted chital deer, black spider monkey and Ravolfia serpentina, nepenthes, red sandalwood. These are in endangered list.
Endangered? What does it mean?
Endangered means the organism whose number is decreasing rapidly and the species might be wiped off from the earth in nearby future is called endangered species.
Oh, Pravina, can't I see this lion, vulture and Great Indian bustard in the nearby future? What are the reasons for the decline?
Okay, for Great Indian bustard, degradation.
See here friends.
For Great Indian bustard decline are degradation of grasslands, expansion of agriculture are the reasons for decline of Great Indian bustard. And for vulture, decline number of tall trees, industrialization, urbanization, food scarcity, these are the reasons for decline of vulture. And for lion, deforestation and disturbance of food web are the reasons for decline of lion.
Food web, what does it mean?
Okay, to know about food web, first you should know about food chain.
Okay friends, see the slide.
See here friends, the main source of energy is sun, and through photosynthesis plants prepares own food and herbivores depends on grass for food and carnivores depends on herbivores for food. Means it is a food chain. See friends, and goat depends on grass for food and jackal and lion both depends on goat, and grass is eaten by mouse and mouse is eaten by owl and snake is eaten by kite, and rabbit depends on grass for food and jackal and wildcat both depends on rabbit and lion depends on wildcat. See here friends, goat is eaten by jackal and also lion, and mouse is eaten by owl and snake and wildcat, and rabbit also eaten by wildcat and also jackal. Means it is a web-like structure, so it is called food web. Okay friends, note down the definition of food web. The interlinked food chains and each organism in a food web will be a member of more than one food chain is called food web. Have you noted down this definition friends?
Okay. And in food web or in any food chain, we can find every organism is a part of our ecosystem. If we lose any organism, it affects that food chain and food web of that ecosystem, and later it impacts our world biodiversity. So friends, protect animals and don't disturb any organism in food chain and food web.
Okay Girija, will the lion suffer if there is no grass in forest?
Why not Pravina? If there is no grass in the forest, the herbivores which depend on this grass will die due to the lack of food, and the carnivores which depend on this herbivores will also die.
Oh, okay Girija, recently I came to know through newspaper, tigers are entering into villages. The people who are living in that area kill the tiger. Really they did good thing. It is a cruel animal. What is the use of tiger? Girija, it is better to kill all tigers now?
No Pravina, don't think like that. If you want to save the tiger, the food web of the tiger should be protected. The population of tiger is decreasing day by day. The herbivores population will increase and that would affect the flora of that area.
Okay, we will protect tigers. What about snakes? They are poisonous. Recently we witnessed some death cases of snake bites. Means we have to kill all snakes now?
No Pravina, we should not kill all the snakes because snakes are the farmers of our friends of our farmers, and they help the farmers by eating the rats. And if we kill all the snakes, the rat population will increase, and by that some diseases like plague disease will affect the people, and so many people they lost their life. So if possible, we should dig some pits of snakes outside of our campus.
Okay, see friends, it is snake, and another snake, and this is Russell's viper. Okay friends, so in living organisms in nature influence each other in some way or other way. So we should need to protect all of these animals. Girija, you told me that some are restricted to a particular area. Can you tell me detail about that?
Why not, Pravina? The plants or animals species which are restricted to a particular area or a country, they are known as endemic species. There are 4 endemic species like kangaroo, it is endemic to Australia, and kiwi, it is endemic to New Zealand, white tiger, it is endemic to our country India, and also peacock, it is endemic to our country India. See here friends, which animal is this? Yes, you are right, good. It is a kangaroo. It is endemic to which country? Yes, Australia continent. And next, see here, white tiger. It is endemic to our country India. And next, kiwi. It is endemic to New Zealand. And the next one is peacock. It is endemic to our country India.
Oh, okay Girija. Can you tell me why they are endemic to that particular area only?
Why not, Pravina? They are endemic to that particular area only because they have favorable environmental condition and they have sufficient food there. So they are endemic to that particular area.
Oh, they are endemic to that area because of they have favorable condition. Okay. Girija, daily I observe in morning and evening birds are flying in groups. May I know why and where they are moving from one place to another?
Why not, Pravina? See here, in them some are migratory birds.
Migratory birds?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means the birds which migrate from one region to another region for food, shelter are called migratory birds.
Oh, Girija, can you give me one example for migratory bird?
Why not? Why not, Pravina? See here, Siberian crane. It migrates from Siberia in Russia to our country India to escape their winter season and food shortage. See here friends,
It
this
is
Siberian crane.
Okay. Okay friends, now let us recap once again just now what we have learned.
Okay friends, I think you know that what is meant by endemic, endangered and extinct. Okay, I will tell you again. Endemic means the plants or animal species which are restricted to a particular area or a country, they are known as endemic species like tiger, peacock and kiwi and kangaroo. And endangered species means the organism whose number is decreasing rapidly and the species might be wiped off from the earth is known as endangered species. And extinct means the organism, they vanished from the earth, we can't see them again, is known as extinct species. See here friends, see, sparrow, it is a extinct species. It means we can't see sparrow. And see here, these are all endangered species like lion, red fox, single horn rhino and so on. These are all endangered species of our country. Okay friends.
Okay. See here friends. Do you know what is this? Yes, it is food chain. And see here, this animal eats grass and lion eats this herbivore. And
next here also we can find that grass is eaten by this grasshopper and grasshopper is eaten by frog and frog is eaten by eagle. And see here friends, what is this? Yes, you are right, it is a food web. In them here also we can find interlinked food chains. See here, see the living things, they depend on each other for food. Yes or no? Okay. Yes. And I think you know that what is meant by migratory birds. Migratory birds means the birds which migrates from one region to another region for food, shelter are known as migratory birds. Example for migratory bird is Siberian crane.
And we should protect snakes also because they are friends of farmers, and if we